into some, what's this? Photosynthesis! Photosynthesis is a process that plants use, get this, to make their own food. What? Yes! To make their own food. Like, who knew plants were their own personal chefs? I'm just saying, Jamie Oliver, step aside. Plants got this under control. They can 100% make their own food. How do they do that? How do they make their own foods? So they need air, because inside air is CO2. Second thing that they need, water, H2O. So they need hydrogen and oxygen. So right here is the root. And you can see that root, all these little stringy things of the root. So that's inside of the dirt, our key. So it's kind of like a straw. So the roots are inside the dirt, the water goes in there, and the roots act like a straw. And they push that water up through two long tubes that kind of suck that up. You can kind of see in here, that's why I really like this. The xylem is closer to the outside, and the phloem is closer to the inside. You see that long stalk right there? So I cut. It's 9 feet long. This one little seed right here. What? This one little seed produced that 9-foot long stalk and all of these other seeds. Master Chef! That's what I'm saying. So the leaves will get the air, so they get the CO2 that goes on the leaves, and under the leaf, they have these tiny pores that are called stomata. They're called stomata. What's stomata? What's stomata? I don't know. What's stomata with you? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So inside of here, when you get into the cells, you see the mesophyll cells. And go deeper than that, you see the chloroplast. There's the chlorophyll, which is a chemical. So chlorophyll, if you guys remember, the chlorophyll that's in that chloroplast, that's how it gets its color. But wait a second, you guys remember when we did that class on visible light? Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? You guys remember visible light? You remember what we were talking about, visible light? So this looks green because the chloroplast is actually bringing in, it's absorbing the blue and the red light, but it's reflecting the green, which is the color that's going to your eyes, right? Next stage is called the Graham stalks. You have to look a little bit deeper. And this is basically a storage unit inside of these leaves. So all of the Graham stalks takes in that chemical, and then it goes to the Thylakoid Membrane. This is where the chemistry happens. You guys remember the other classes that we did about chemistry? All of this is coming full circle now. Every single class that we had will come full circle in this one. This is where the chemical reaction of photosynthesis happens. The chemical reaction happens is in the thylakoid membrane, and this is actually the most important part of these plants making their own food. So, this is the mathematical equation or the scientific equation that makes it happen. You get carbon dioxide plus water plus sun, because you need that sun. The sun is so important, right? And that creates carbon 6, hydrogen 12, oxygen 6, which is glucose, which is sugar. Sugar! Sugar! Why are you so hyper, Gene? Sugar! Right? So, oh my gosh, that's it. Just need here we go. Here's the ingredient, because plants are critical to the food chain. You take a little carbon dioxide, you mix in a little bit of water, put the sun on it, and that will equal some sugar and oxygen. So, holy moly, who needs oxygen? We do. Living things need oxygen, and plants produce that. We just brush this off right here, and the seeds are in there. And then inside, look at really close. Can you guys see that? All right, guys, stay curious. And what? What are we gonna do? Keep on sciencing!